Max was a young blue jay who lived in a cozy nest high up in an old oak tree. He had soft, fluffy feathers and bright, curious eyes. Max loved to watch other birds soar through the sky, but he had never flown himself. One sunny morning, Max's mother said, "It's time for you to learn how to fly, Max." Max felt excited but also a little scared. "What if I fall?" he asked nervously. His mother smiled kindly. "Don't worry, Max. I'll be right here to help you. Everyone has to start somewhere." Max took a deep breath and stepped to the edge of the nest. He spread his wings like he had seen other birds do. The breeze ruffled his feathers, and for a moment, he felt like he could do it. But when he looked down at the ground far below, fear took over. Max quickly stepped back into the safety of the nest. "I can't do it, Mom," he said sadly. "It's too high and scary." His mother gently nudged him. "It's okay to be scared, Max. But remember, you were born with wings for a reason. You just need to believe in yourself." For the next few days, Max watched as his brothers and sisters took their first flights. They wobbled and flapped clumsily at first, but soon they were gliding from branch to branch. Max felt left behind. He wanted to join them, but every time he got to the edge of the nest, fear held him back. One afternoon, Max's best friend, a young squirrel named Nutkin, came to visit. "Why aren't you flying with your family, Max?" Nutkin asked. Max sighed. "I'm too scared. What if I fall?" Nutkin thought for a moment. "You know, Max, I was scared the first time I had to jump between trees. But then I realized something." "What's that?" Max asked curiously. "That the joy of leaping through the air was worth the fear," Nutkin said with a grin. "And besides, you have something I don't, wings." Max thought about what Nutkin said. Maybe his friend was right. Maybe the feeling of flying would be worth facing his fear. The next morning, Max woke up feeling determined. He hopped to the edge of the nest and looked out at the world. It was still scary, but this time, he didn't back away. "You can do it, Max," his mother encouraged. Max took a deep breath, spread his wings, and jumped. For a terrifying moment, he felt like he was falling. But then, instinct took over. His wings caught the air, and suddenly, he was flying. It wasn't graceful at first. Max flapped hard, wobbling as he tried to stay in the air. But with each passing second, he felt more confident. He soared past leaves and branches, feeling the wind in his feathers. It was the most amazing feeling he had ever experienced. "I'm doing it," Max chirped happily. "I'm really flying." His family cheered as Max circled the old oak tree. Even Nutkin watched in awe from a nearby branch. When Max finally landed back in the nest, he was out of breath, but beaming with pride. "You did it, Max," his mother said, nuzzling him affectionately. "I knew you could." From that day on, Max loved to fly. He soared with his family, played games in the air, and explored the forest from above. Sometimes, he still felt a little nervous when trying something new, but he always remembered the lesson he learned: believe in yourself, spread your wings, and amazing things can happen. And so, Max the Blue Jay continued to fly high, his heart full of joy and his fear left far behind on the ground below.